I was stressed. I was miserable. I actually later that year started suffering panic attacks. I have a cut in my eyebrow right here. See if I can get up on it. Real shit. I have a cut in my eyebrow. Um, I don't know if you guys can see that. Right there. That cut in my eyebrow, I was actually at a friend's house and had gone through suffering panic attacks. And I went from all I remember is I was standing there talking to my buddy, and the next thing I know, I was eating a cookie. And next thing I know, you ever hit your head so hard, like a football hit? I went from being 6'4", and all I remember is my head bouncing off the fucking linoleum. I missed the corner of the kitchen island by that much. I landed, I split my shit open right here, and it was just gushing. I had a concussion. Panic attacks, concussion. I went to the emergency room twice, thinking I was having a heart attack. It was panic attacks. Evicted, car repossessed, divorced. The world was falling apart. Good man, good husband, good father, good stepfather. Shit's fucked. My pet bird that I raised from a hatchling, he's a parrot, an eclectus parrot, got him the same month my daughter was born. They grew up together. He was at my ex's place because I had to move from there. Bird loved her, loved her kid. She killed him. Killed him. Through neglect. Bird got an infection because she wouldn't change the cage, and he was sitting there standing in feces-filled water. It's a $1,700 parrot. Bird had a 400-word vocabulary. He meant everything to me. He meant the world to me. Trained parrot. Couldn't even keep. All that shit that's going on at one time. Lost my job. Started a new job. Lost that one because I was not in the mind space. But one thing did happen in this whole thing is I moved from the city to North Dallas. And one thing they used to lament is, for as much of a believer as I am, I had not heard the voice of God in 10 plus years. Out there, Dallas was having a Super Bowl that year. It iced over. And I remember looking out of my apartment that I got by the grace of God, because shit was fucked. No car, none of this stuff. All I had was my furniture, and I'm looking out the window over this frozen landscape. And for the first time in over a decade, I actually heard the voice of God again. It was almost like I needed to be there. And a lot of people aren't very spiritual. And I don't talk about spirituality much on this channel. But all that shit happened. My best female friend from college, was a virgin when she was at college. She told me she ended up there were a lot of fucked up shit going on. What I do remember this time of life is, as down as I was, people were opening themselves up to me. I got in the elevator and said, hey, how you doing today, to some woman, and she just broke down and started telling me her entire story. I ran into so many people. It's like almost on a daily basis. people were like open wounds and telling me stuff so much though. I was like, why are people, these complete strangers, telling me their life story in the convenience store over cupcakes? And my shit is fucked up. All this stuff fell apart. And do you know, in 12 months, it was restored plus. I went from here to there, not having a car to buying my BMW cash because I had the money plus. A lot of people would have given up, wanted to die. I know I did not understand what was happening, but I knew I needed to fight. I had every reason to be angry, and I was. I had every reason to be sad, and I was. I had every reason. No one would have faulted me. Couldn't eat. Just fucked up. So many things fell apart at one time. No one would have faulted me. But I did. I wanted better. I said, you know what? You're on your back. The only place to look is up. So I'm not just on this YouTube shit just pumping your head full of stuff. I'm telling you, your life can change in a year. The lowest point in your life is a good thing. That means you only have up to go. But if you look at the thumbnail I used, it was a man reaching up. You got to do something. When you are doing something, people will help you. At the lowest point in my life, friends around were okay with helping because they knew that I was doing something. I was fighting, I was moving forward, I was doing something. I had to cobble this together, cobble that together, this part-time job, this setback, this ahead. No, it wasn't pretty. But I didn't only survive it, I thrived through it. Why can't you? No, wrong question. Why won't you? Damn, I went through some shit, man. It's life. It's life. And I haven't even done the video talking about how I survived cancer. I'm not going to do a live stream on that. It's too emotional. But the point is, you guys come on the YouTube channels like, who is this pretty motherfucker? Look at this dude. Oh, it's easy for you. You're this, you're that. You got this going and you got that going. Dude, you see the end result. Scars are there to remind you the past was real, but that's just it, the past. Your past is your past. It is meant for you to learn the lesson, not meant for you to stick in it. I implore you as a man, no one is going to feel sorry for you. No one is going, you gotta get out there. Something happened back in the day. The person that did that to you back in the day have gone on. You can't be a prisoner to that. And even if you are, no one is going to accept it for a viable solution.